Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and everyone had a great weekend. I am very sad to hear that I will not be seeing you again this year. I miss all of you and hope that everyone is doing well. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything and I'll try my best to help you. This week we are going to be starting a brand new topic in geometry. We're going to talk about circles. And I believe on Monday I had a video and it reviewed just some basic vocabulary with circles, but we're going to go over that again now just to make sure we understand. And so I have some circles here, and this is the center point of this circle. And so there are a few vocabulary terms that you are going to need to know. From the center to any point on the circle, this is called the radius. So the radius only goes halfway through the circle, and if it extends all the way through the circle, this is called the diameter. So the radius goes halfway through the circle, the diameter extends all the way through the circle, and it has to go through that center point. You might also see something like this. So this is a line segment that starts at one point on the circle and goes to another point on the circle, but if it does not pass through the center, that is called a chord. And if we start at the top and go all the way around, the distance around the circle is called the circumference. And we're going to talk a little more about that tomorrow. The circumference is just like the perimeter. It's a fancy word for the perimeter of a circle, the distance around the outside. So today we're going to focus on the radius and the diameter. So if I give you one, can you give me the other? So here are a few examples of that. So if we have our circle, and if I draw in one radius, and this radius measures 22 feet. So that's halfway through the circle. By the way, if this radius is 22 feet, well, this radius is also 22 feet. But I want to know what the diameter would be if the radius is 22 feet. So r is equal to 22 feet, and we don't know the diameter. We're going to talk about how we would figure this out. So I'm going to take this radius, and I'm going to extend it all the way through the center, going from one point on the circle across to another. So now it looks like we have the diameter. Well, if this is 22 feet, each radii is the same length. This also has to be 22 feet. So if I add those two line segments together, I find that the diameter is 44 feet. So basically, to go from the radius to the diameter, we take the radius and double it. We multiply the radius by 2. Because 2 radii make up one full diameter. So now we know that full length across the circle. Well, now, what if I give you the length of the diameter? So if I tell you that the diameter is 50 centimeters all the way through that circle, can you tell me what the radius would be? So the radius only goes from this point to the center. And each of the radii have to be the same length. So to find that, we're going to take 50, the diameter, and divide it by 2. Cut it in half. And so my radius is equal to 25 centimeters. So just to review, to go from the radius to the diameter, we have to double it. To go from the diameter to the radius, we cut it in half because the radius is half of the way through the circle, half that distance. So today you're going to have some practice with that. If you're given the radius, can you tell me what the diameter is? Or if you're given the diameter, can you tell me what the radius is? So I hope that this helps. Good luck, and I will talk to you guys later.